Therenor has 7 types of goblins, each highly adapted to survive the environments they find themselves in. To find our first goblin, we need to search the dense, muddy undergrowth of Therenor's largest swamp, Grunlog. While there is plenty food to be found here, early small folk found it very difficult to wade through the endless, dank bogs. This was no problem for the goblins of the swamp, however, for they have adapted long muzzle-like snouts and digging claws to scrape through the thick mud for tasty scraps of food. Swamp goblins were incredibly crafty. Pulling from the materials around them, they were able to build crude traps and tools to catch frogs, bugs, and rodents. Though they hung out in groups, they preferred a trap alone, and they would build crude idols to scare other goblins away from their territory. If, for whatever reason, you're not terrified by their idols made from bundles of bones and sticks, swamp goblins would place a number of booby traps, hidden nests of stinging insects in containers filled with slippery oils, meant to deter any would-be trapper from intruding on their territory. Often, small folk towns are included in the boundaries of these territorial disputes, leading to goblins entering and pilfering them for food and materials. Swamp towns would burn incense throughout the night, the pleasant aroma supposedly offensive to their sensitive noses. In larger numbers, swamp goblins may leave the bogs and enter the endless expanse in search of much larger prey. Dozens of goblins can excavate dirt and muck to create massive pit traps, spacious enough to contain even the largest of the plains creatures, such as bison or even hill giants. Swamp goblin packs occasionally dig into halfling villages, subterranean farming communities with an extensive network of underground chambers just beneath the hills of the Great Expanse, while they work. Suddenly, a session of trapping turns into a full-blown raid, making goblins a serious threat to these communities. To prevent this, halflings usually have a few residential swamp goblins that work in unison to mark the outskirts of their village, warding off intruders. Back in Grunlog, swamp goblins might also find a place for themselves in small folk towns. They're excellent gatherers, and their keen noses have a wide array of uses. Some swamp goblins are tasked with finding rare medicinal herbs and alchemical ingredients for community magic users, while others might even help the militia to track down criminals on the run.